Good evening, everybody.
Evening, guys.
And welcome to our final video. And this is the results now for the third, fourth place playoff, as well as announcing who has won the Lockdown League Cup.
And on top of that, we've also got some highlights from the whole tournament. And I think, first of all, instead of us going through kind of all the stats, let's just show you some interesting numbers from our competition. So there we have it. There were some fantastic numbers up on the screen. I hope you'll agree the number of PBs that were achieved is astounding. A massive chunk. So there was basically 30 minutes in total taking off everybody's PBs, which is a huge amount of time across that many people. So again, I think it's just testament to how well everyone's done within this competition. People doing multiple PBs, which is no mean feat. So yeah, I think, fantastic achievement again. And yeah, we've certainly really enjoyed seeing everybody post their runs over the last 3 weeks. So
Absolutely. So yeah, so I think really now is time for us to firstly announce who has finished in third place. So we knew that the third place playoff was out between Jack Kelly and Lee Berridge, and after some unbelievable running, not only throughout the competition but over the last day or two, we now know who is in third.
So we can confirm that the person in third place of the Lockdown League Cup is
Jack Kelly.
Well done, Jack. A fantastic achievement. I hope you're watching this live from Glasgow. So that's a really good win for the Scots up there. And again, you've run fantastically throughout this competition. You've been incredibly consistent, probably the most consistent runner out of everybody in this competition. You won't mind us saying you haven't run 5-6 consecutive PBs, but actually what you have done is been incredibly close to your PB every single time, which has been absolutely enough to get you as far as you did and secure yourself a third place finish. So massive congratulations.
Really well done. Yeah, and big shout out has to go to Lee as well. Much the same as Jack, we saw him achieve new heights in the build up to the third, or certainly the semi-final, should I say, really. But no, I know he messaged us some point earlier in the week once he found out that he was in that third place playoff that he was feeling rather tired. And again, it's not something that you do all the time, run quick 5Ks, not necessarily back to back, but a couple a week almost. But no, he's achieved massive things in this period. And I certainly know I'm looking forward to see him complete a park run once lockdown is finally over and he can actually get back to racing properly. Because I think actually the time that he achieved to get as far as he did in this new PB that he posted, I think he can go even quicker. So no, brilliant, and just once again, well done, Lee. So thanks for.
And I can't remember if we said this before, but actually, one of Lee's main targets, and he would have mentioned this, I think, in his video, was to get under 19 minutes 30 this year. And when we think that we're only 4 months into this year, and we've obviously had all the problems with lockdown, which has made running a lot more difficult for a lot of people, and Lee's been able to run 18:35, which is nearly a solid minute quicker than his intended target for this year. I think that just shows, you know, how much he's really put into this competition. And I think also flipping back to Jack, you know, your marathon training's clearly gone very well for yourself, because to be able to have that kind of speed, beat your PB at a shorter distance over 5K, you're clearly in great shape. And again, it's testament to how well you've been running over the last kind of 6 months. So yeah, both of you, massive well done.
Well done.
And now, I guess the big moment is to find out who will be crowned our champion of the Lockdown League Cup. So out of 64 runners, we can now find out which one person between Darren Holman and Claire Sharp has won. So I think without further ado, we'll go straight into it and announce. So the winner of the Lockdown League Cup is Do you know what? Should we go to some highlights first? Because I think it would be good to summarise the competition before we find out.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Yeah,
yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. So there you are. So a nice little compilation there for you to all to see some of the highlights from our 3 weeks of this fabulous tournament. Yeah, it actually makes it quite emotional when you sort of think back to where it all started and where we are now. So yeah, it's been good. Must admit, it's been very good.
Definitely got the box of tissues out of shot here. Yeah, it's definitely quite emotional watching it. Definitely, it's definitely been a brilliant 3 weeks. But hey, look, back to where we were a little bit earlier. Look, I know you all want to find out who the winner is. So the winner of the Lockdown League Cup is Claire Sharp. Well done, Claire. Fantastic achievement. So you have won the competition. You are first place out of 64 runners. Again, a massive well done. You've run brilliantly over the last 6 runs. I know when you spoke to us earlier, you were pretty tired. I think to be expected to run 6 5Ks, fast 5Ks in the last 3 weeks will have taken the toll out of anybody, I think. So yeah, brilliant. I mean, there's not enough words we can say to how much enthusiasm you put into this. I know it means a lot to you, and yeah, massive congratulations.
and a big well done to Darren as well. I know you posted some very quick times, took chunks off your PB in the earlier rounds, and maybe because you didn't quite run the say as quick as you wanted to in the final, to get there was you performed phenomenally well. And no, I just, again, much like I was saying back to summarising Lee's performance, I think the same kind of goes for you. It's difficult running by yourself, difficult kind of racing by yourself when you've got absolutely nobody around you whatsoever. And I think when it comes to a race, part run, when everything gets back to normal, I think there's at least another 20 seconds or so, I think personally, that you can knock off. So no, I know personally we both look forward to seeing that. And yeah, it's been incredible to see your journey. So thanks again for being involved, and a big well done. You've done superb.
So there we have it, guys. So also to the top 3 finishers, you also have your very own Raced Prints certificate, which we will be sending you in the post in the next couple of days. So there you have, with your own names on, so you can remember this tournament. Obviously, hopefully not remember the lockdown stuff, that's not as fun, but hopefully just remember how well you did in this particular tournament. So they will be making their way to you in the next couple of days, guys. And also, as we said in our main Facebook post, or for those of you who haven't seen the Facebook post and are just watching the video for the first time, everybody who's taken part, keep an eye on your inbox in the next kind of 15 minutes time or so. There'll be a little bit something in there just as a bit of a thank you from Daryl and I for taking part, because I think ultimately without all of you taking part, this wouldn't have happened. No. And our aim as part of this was to just create a little bit of a community in these difficult times, and hopefully you'll join us in agreeing that we've achieved that, and we've had an absolute blast along the way. So I think all that's left to be said is thank you again. Yeah, and massive well done, everyone. And well done. That has been the Lockdown League Cup. So take care, guys.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.